Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of December 27th to January 2nd. And I wanted to take a quick second just to wish everybody a happy new year. So some of the messages that I got for this week for you Aries, and I feel like this might just resonate, maybe it's like with one person, but I wanted to just relay the message or what I was kind of sensing here. It felt like maybe some of you they were showing me like this discomfort almost with the relationship between your spiritual self and your physical human form. And again, not everyone may resonate with this, but it's almost as if what you feel you are on the inside, sometimes it kind of took a second for as you were kind of navigating your life, it's like you're trying to fit into this earthly world, like this earthly realm, like trying to almost as if some of you feel like you're from somewhere else, like you're from another planet, you're from another, like you can kind of feel like I believe I'm hearing the word starseed. So some of you could be like a starseed. Your frequency, your energy, it's not entirely like almost in connection with the earth energy. That's what they're showing me. It's almost like you're from somewhere else and you're like here like as a visitor, or you're here to do some kind of purpose or to do something. And they're showing me that it took some time for you to really fit into how to navigate this. What they're saying meat suit, like this. I'm in this human body and I have to figure out how to navigate earthly things. So there's like that disconnection that might have been there for a lot of you, or for some of you, or maybe for one of you who's listening. And I feel like, I don't know why they're bringing me that for this particular week, but it's almost as if, finally kind of starting to feel comfortable with where you're at or who you are. And I feel like this also comes with embracing what authentically resonates with you and what doesn't. So it's almost like sometimes when we are growing up, if we're forced to do things that really don't resonate with us, but we're forced to do them because that's required of us or expected of us, it could cause us to feel very disconnected with ourselves, because we don't know how to tap into what's authentic to us. We think maybe it's not okay. And we try to fit into, expectations. So I feel as though there is a courage or a bravery that's, coming in to help you embrace your authenticity. And it's almost like settling in or starting to become more comfortable with where you fit or how you flow. There's like this getting comfortable vibe that I'm picking up on here. So I don't know, that may have resonated with one of you or none of you, but that's what I was sensing here. But I thought I'd just pass that along. So let's go into the theme for this week of December 27th to January 2nd for Aries. Impeccability. I'm impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. This week may be you kind of, okay, I'm hearing expression, but I'm kind of hearing that you're expressing yourself to somebody. You could be trying to explain something to someone, and it could be where you're needing to be very precise with your words. You're needing to be very exact because it could be easily taken in another way or in another direction. Really needing to tune in or connect with someone. It's interesting. Yeah. It's like you're needing to be clear. There's something about being clear about something that you're saying to someone. I just see a conversation. It's like you're trying to explain an experience or something to somebody, and it's important to you that you're very clear. So conversation or relationships this week may be important. I'm seeing relationships or dynamics with others, and you kind of needing to, it's almost like you're opening up to people and communicating with them. And it's almost like maybe it's like a complex idea or something kind of difficult to explain. And so it's like you're needing to be very careful with what you say. Okay, so that's a theme for you this week, is impeccability. Saying what you mean, and precise. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. What's coming up for Aries this week? Or December 27th to January 2nd. Message for December 27th to January 2nd for Aries. Wow, 10 of Swords. Very interesting. And again, they're bringing me back down to this conversation that you may have with someone, the Well. And then we also have the Two of Wands. I mean, you could be... And with the Well, they're showing me, I'm being drawn to I believe that's a pendulum in her hand. And I believe that sometimes they also use like dowsing rods to find the water well. So I'm kind of sensing here that you could be moving on from something. There's something coming to an end. And especially with that Two of Wands, it almost feels like you're moving on to find where your nourishment is, where you belong, where you fit. So yeah, this may be important that it's like you're on this search, or you are looking to find where you fit, where you belong, where you can be yourself, where you can settle in. That's probably why I was picking up on that energy, because there could be something here where you might have been in a situation, in a relationship, in an environment where you might have tried at something, but it just was not serving you. And I'm kind of sensing that it's like there's something that just you can't do anymore, or you can't really, it's just not fitting with you, or it doesn't resonate with you. And it could be something that you've tried to make it resonate for some time, and you're starting to come to that honesty and that truth within yourself that it's not working. And so you could be, needing to, again, have a conversation, needing to explain that. Needing to explain how you're feeling, or to almost bring up maybe complicated or complex ideas that's difficult to put into words, to try to get another one to really see it in the way that you see it. And then they're kind of showing me like a really big ball of thread, and it's all wound up in a big ball, and the pieces are very thin. So it's very like a delicate procedure, like needing to unwrap all of those pieces of wire to have it unravel. But I feel like there's also this need to also look for where you belong. It's kind of like you're walking away from something, and you're ready to set off in search of where you feel like you're meant to be. We have the Magician here. Yeah. So this is about feeling like you are ready to create your own reality. It's like you want to create your own space in the world, like carve out your own space in the world that really fits with you, is what I'm sensing here. Because I'm kind of sensing like, and that's probably why I was picking up on that message earlier, where, we may have just been in a place where we just didn't fit. And we kept trying to fit and it wasn't fitting. And it became difficult to connect authentically to oneself when we're in a place or in an environment or around people where we kind of have to try to fit in, but it's not authentic to us. So I feel like authenticity is really important here for you, and finding where you belong and where you fit is also really important here for you. And you're kind of taking matters into your own hands with the Magician card. So this could, be the Magician could be you physically moving. It could be you maybe finding a group that's like-minded, being more honest, being more authentic, using your voice. I really kind of feel like using your voice is going to play a part here this week, because I feel like you're going to come out and say something or talk about something or tell someone something. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on here for you, Aquarius. Oh my gosh, Aries. Maybe some of you have an Aquarius in your life. You're dealing, or an Aquarius placement. I have no idea where Aquarius came from. Page of Swords. Yeah. And Nine of Cups. So the Page of Swords is the card of curiosity and experiment and exploring. Really being curious about things and chasing those curiosities and playing around with different ideas, learning about new things, and just seeing what works and what doesn't. So this has a very exploratory, playing with ideas that come in and chasing them is the Page of Swords. And it's interesting that we have the Nine of Cups with it, because again, this is off in search of what makes us happy, what fills our cup, what brings us that contentment and that joy. The Nine of Cups is the card of contentment and joy, and having everything that we need, what works for us. So where do we feel like we belong? Where do we feel like what fits? What am I missing in order to complete this picture here? And so I feel like there is this journey that you guys are trying to set off on, and it could be an internal journey as well. It doesn't have to be a physical one, but it does feel like there's some changes that you're making, or maybe some endings that you're bringing to something that really cannot it's not like sustainable, you're not able to sustain the dynamic because it's not authentic, it's almost like trying to make it work, but not really. And so there's a desire here to search for what does work for you, what fits here for you. And then the Knight of Pentacles is being willing to do the work to grow, something that's worth growing or that's worth building. So it's investing your energy into something that brings you that joy and that happiness. And for some of you, this could be work as well, because we have the Pentacles here. So this is about your foundations. A lot of times it's about our career or stability or home. But this is about putting that energy in and doing what it takes in order to grow that. And so for some of you, you could be doing some research with that Page of Swords energy. You could be doing some research and trying to figure out what do I need in order to get me this Nine of Cups, this emotional contentment and this happiness, and what kind of investments do I need to make in myself? How long is it going to take me? Where do I need to go? What kind of changes do I need to make? And so there's this real building energy here for you, especially with that Magician card. You're in search for your happiness. You're in search for your nourishment and what is worth investing in. And so it's like you're walking away from something that's done, a chapter that's closed, and you're taking those active steps to look on ahead, to explore, to do the research, to kind of play around with different ideas, to see what I can do, and what kind of steps I can take to bring me this Nine of Cups, this happiness. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles for Aries. Wow, beautiful. Yeah. I was wondering if this card was going to come out or not, because I was kind of feeling it. So the 10 of Wands. So again, this is about carrying that heavy load, that heavy burden. it almost kind of feels like you're ready to put it down, you know. But it's also about work. It's also about, you know, taking on the workload of what it would take to build a new reality for yourself. Because we also have the 10 of Pentacles here. I actually really love this because we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. So it's something worth creating your stability for. You're wanting to create that happy home. The 10 of Pentacles is the card of abundance. It's the card of having stability, like real stability, like real long-term stability. You never have to worry about, you know, you never have to worry about that again. You never have to really worry about feeling safe and secure ever again. It's about having that grounded, you're like grounded in life. You have found where you belong. And for the 10 of Wands, it could feel like it could be something where it's a lot of work. You're taking on a lot of responsibility in order to build that 10 of Pentacles, because you are also in the Knight of Pentacles, which is in that building stage. You're working towards the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So it could be carrying that heavy load and taking on the responsibility of doing that for yourself. It really feels like you're kind of taking some new adventure on, or some new project on for yourself. And it feels like it has something to do with building your own independent, you know, life for yourself, that where you can like just, you don't have to adhere to anybody else's rules. You want to just create your own thing, is what I'm seeing here. And in order to do that, it's like you're taking on the responsibilities in order to create that, is what I'm seeing. And also, they're bringing me back to the impeccability, where it's like you may have to be very precise and exact about like what it would take in order to build that, or like how long it would take, or what, how much is it going to cost me. So for example, some of you are starting a business, or you're starting a, you know, you're wanting to move and build your own home, something like that. It could be where you need to kind of plan out a time schedule or a budget. Okay, towards the end of the week for Aries. 5 of Wands. So I heard that there could be just people that don't want you to do this. The 5 of Wands could be difference of opinions. It could also be competition, but like a healthy competition. It's like sometimes the 5 of Wands, these individuals they're sparring, but sometimes they're practicing. They are preparing themselves for, you know, the battle or for the main fight. So this is training as well. 5 of Wands could also come in the form of training. But let's clarify the 5 of Wands here for Aries. What do we need to know about the 5 of Wands for Aries? So I'm hearing that this is also about believing that we have what it takes to be a part of this like competition, or believing that we have the necessary skills and abilities to participate in what we want to cultivate for in our lives. That we have the necessary, that we're prepared for it. Yeah, the 9 of Wands. So this is the wounded warrior. So this is about learning lessons from the past. And again, this is about those lessons. This is about having that training, that you know that you have what it takes to create and build what you want for yourself right now. So it's almost like there's this call to display your strength. There's this call to display and put into action or build something new for yourself, based off of what you have learned up until now, or what you have experienced up until now. It's like all of those lessons, everything is being accumulated, and it's being asked to put it into what you want to manifest for your life right now. Because that's the card of the Magician. It's being able to manifest whatever it is that you want into physical reality. It's about taking your visions, your dreams, and planting them into the ground like the Knight of Pentacles, and working that land so you can create the 10 of Pentacles for yourself and the 9 of Cups. And yes, it may be a lot of labor, it may be a lot of work, but you have what it takes to do that because of your past and your experiences, because you are the wounded warrior here. I don't like that word sometimes, a wounded warrior. I'm going to say, I liked healed warrior. I'm going to use that word instead, healed warrior. Okay, let's clarify the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands for Aries. 5 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles, yes, and the Fool. Okay, beautiful. So the 7 of Pentacles, again, is investment. It's like taking stock of where are we now? How far have we come? What have we accumulated for ourselves? What have we built for ourselves? Where am I in my life right now? And do I have enough to start this new beginning? Do I have what it takes to start this new beginning? The Fool card goes into the future with a lot of optimism, a lot of visions, a lot of dreams. Doesn't always know what he's going to get himself into, but he is looking forward to it. He has the energy and enthusiasm for it. So it kind of feels like you're starting off on something new. It feels like you're starting off the week with an ending, or you might be just coming from an ending, but it feels like you are actually really excited to build something here. It's like you have a goal, you have a dream. Perhaps this is to build your own business. Perhaps this is you want to move and build your own home. It kind of feels like a pretty long-term project, something that will make you very happy, and you're kind of assessing, what do I need, and how long is it going to take me? Do I need help with it? Is it something I'm going to be doing on my own? So it's like you're taking stock of where you're at and how that's going to factor in. You're kind of taking assessment of everything, which is the impeccability. This is a planning stage. You're brainstorming, you're planning out, creating the business plan maybe. And then you're also kind of figuring out, how am I going to implement all of these ideas into reality? How am I going to set them into concrete goals or realistic goals to actually make them come to fruition? And then you're also believing in yourself with that 5 of Wands. You're allowing yourself to acknowledge that, this is how far I've come. These are the things that I've experienced. You're taking assessment, and you are going to use that to help you determine where you are in this journey, how far you can get, and what more would you need to, get yourself to that end goal. So I feel like this week you're starting off, like there's this brainstorming, planning, assessing, this is what I want. This is what I want to create for this year, or even for the next few years. This is my dream, my vision. This is where I'll be happy. And this is what I need to do in order to make that come true. So this is the dreaming stage, the planning stage here for you. Beautiful. Oh, I love this. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is someone who knows, again, how to manifest that abundance, that long-term security. You have a lot of abundance cards here. So you're building something very stable and something long-term, especially with that 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles here. Very good cards. So whatever it is that you have dreamed up for yourself, whatever it is that you have set out for yourself, very good energy there. So it has that possibility for long-term sustainable growth, something that will last you a long time, where you are set. Yeah. And I feel like you're ready to put the work in. Like, it feels like you're enthusiastic. You know what you're doing. You're going into this with a lot of confidence, and you know what it takes to, like, you're very realistic about what it takes to build what you want, what you're setting out to do. So very beautiful, Aries. I think that you're going to accomplish your goals. Okay, let's go into some guidance cards here for you. Okay, guidance for Aries for the week of December 27th to January 2nd. Guidance for Aries for the week of December 27th. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So Peaks of Joy and Dragon's Lair, which actually makes complete sense, because with the Dragon's Lair card, I really feel like you might be cutting ties with something or someone that you're just done with. Because the dragon's lair is about, kind of like facing our fears head on. And you're going into the dragon's lair, which is something, it's like this looming thing that we need to deal with, the pink elephant in the room that we need to deal with. We don't want to because it's probably going to be unpleasant. It's something we've been avoiding, putting off for a reason. But we need to do it because if you do it, you set yourself free. You can have this new beginning. You can finally do what you want to do. That kind of thing is what I'm seeing. And I feel like that's what the Ten of Swords is here for you. So Aries, you may need to kind of confront something head on this week. But after that, I do see you feeling free and happy because that's why we have the peaks of joy here. You're cutting yourself free. You're cutting yourself off. And in order to do that, sometimes we need to kind of like face that dragon head on. But once you do that, you're free. You're good. You are ready. You're set to go. You can go do what you want to do and be happy. So I really feel like in the beginning of the week here, there is this this thing that you need to deal with, or this thing that you need to do to kind of set yourself free and let yourself go towards those dreams and those goals. But once you do, I see a lot of abundance, happiness, freedom to live independently, live on life on your terms. That you're not really tethered to anything or obligated to anything. And I feel like you're ready to do the work. Like if it's something that you love to do, it's something you're passionate about, that 10 of Wands, that weight on the back, it just comes with the territory, but it's not always a bad thing. I feel like just in general, if we feel like there's something that's worth carrying that 10 of Wands with, it's not that, we don't see it as like this big burden, right? Because we believe in our goals or we believe in what we want to create. We see it as worthwhile. So that 10 of Wands is just labor that almost like we joyously do because what we're creating, we want for ourselves and we believe in it. So I kind of feel like you're going towards something that even if it's work, even if it requires a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, it's worth it to you. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, Aries. Okay. One more guidance card for Aries this week, December 27th to January 2nd. Guidance card for Aries for December 22nd to January 2nd. December 27th to January 2nd. We have lots of cards here. Beautiful. Okay. So we have awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. So I see you're kind of setting out on this new path. It's like you're playing it by ear to see like the right timing and when to do what. And I kind of feel like you're tuning in, like your antenna is really tuned into your own spiritual guidance, your own connection to source, to kind of see like, let's say you want to move and you want to build your own home out in, I'm kind of seeing like wanting to build your own ranch somewhere, out in nature, somewhere in the mountains or something. So you might be looking for guidance to see like, well, I have this general idea that this is what I want, but maybe I can kind of tune into source and have source kind of guide me to the right location or the right place. So I feel like you're kind of co-creating with spirit here with the awareness card. You're not really, even if you don't have everything laid out or planned out for your life at the moment, I feel like you have a general sense of the direction. And so you could just be continuing to kind of look for signs and signals to see, okay, where can I go from there? Here's what I want. How can I go like one step further? What do I need in order to propel myself one step further? So that's what I'm picking up on with the awareness. And then we have miracles here, which is beautiful. Have faith that your miracles are on their way. Your prayers have been answered, and surrender the how. Beautiful. Yeah. So this is kind of like, again, allowing things to show up in their own time and in their own way, and believing in your goals and your dreams. And I really feel like you're bringing that into your reality now. I'm not kind of seeing that you're doubtful. I see that you're full of hope, actually. And very optimistic for your future. So yeah, Beautiful. Okay. And then we have hope. I promise I didn't look at this card. I just kind of had the cards, just like I was just holding them up, but I didn't see this. So yeah, hope, which I feel like I think I just said that. So stay positive. The worst is behind you and look to the light. Yeah, beautiful. I feel like you're going into this next stage with so much optimism and confidence in yourself. I feel like that is key here. I feel like your confidence in yourself, which is just beaming through the reading, is what is pretty much going to carry you forward. It's your belief that it's going to happen, and it's your belief that in yourself that you're capable and that you have what it takes. I feel like you're really driven also. You're driven to create this carve out this world for yourself where you can just be yourself and you can shine and you can live life on your own terms. So like setting your own rules and breaking away from anything that has where you have felt restricted and confined in. So yeah, the optimism that's coming through in this reading is beautiful to have, especially as that beginning of the year here. And then we have balance. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, and set boundaries with your work. Yeah. So this is just a warning of not overworking, because you could just be so ambitious and so dedicated to getting this going that Spirit's also encouraging you to make sure to take it one day at a time. And it's very cliche, but they're telling me Rome was not built in a day. So it's just balance, it's like it will happen. But it's not going to happen like all in one day. Right. So it's allowing yourself to still enjoy and go do other things, have fun, be around people that you love, kind of thing. And then just like diligently work towards what you want to achieve is what I see you doing here. So very beautiful and ambitious reading, Aries. I love this. The optimism is gorgeous. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. If the reading resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Aries.